right here. If they come through, we just dip inside.
All right.
All right, I'm just gonna lean against this thing. That fucking pussy. You're about to tell me about... Okay. Look. It's not... Archivist said that he was there today.
So he was...
I didn't see him on the tugboat, but I asked him, was he there today? Because when I say the archivist, Lucian can be many people. Keep that in mind. Lucian is a archivist, but Lucian is many people, if that makes sense. It's like a moniker, right? There could be, you could speak to 5 different people, but they could all be using the same, you know, voice modulator or whatnot. Who knows? But the fact that we were fucking talking and he called, right? And then Charlie shows up?
Brother, you don't even understand how many times that's happened in my life. You know I used to work for the Faceless, right?
Yeah, I know. You, Edgar, CJ?
Well, no, not CJ.
What?
So, CJ didn't work for the Faceless.
Oh. That's what the reports say.
That shows the police and their ability to write things down.
I don't think you understand, Skipper. Nothing was written down. And it keeps getting worse. Look, when I became director, you know Ruth, the one that is apparently the devil? She's the devil to any... If a cop ever says Ruth is the devil, they are probably a dog shit cop. It's the best litmus test. Because Ruth just wants you to do your basic job. She went back through everything. It's one of the reasons why I have a better I'll put it this way. You know how like you guys have these stories and like you write your history down? I've seen some of the books. Ruth is like our librarian.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though she's pretty busy nowadays, but she went through all the... Imagine... I'll give you an example, right? Babylon's probably been through a lot. You've got a history. You probably write it down, right? Like I've seen like 5 of the books, but that Angel had, but I had to like flip through them. I never really got to read them. But I've seen like how you've written stuff down, right? Now imagine all that shit was just like random notes that random people wrote, and some of it is incomplete, some of it is a sentence, some of it is a title. It's just, and then it's just all over the place. That is the police writing. I want to give you an example. A X Delta 1 or X Darkstone person that was targeted earlier today was executed, and no one, it just fucking, they just dipped. Now when I go open up the thing, there's only 3 people who put anything on there, and everything that's not written down is lost, because who's gonna fucking remember? They've already forgotten. Now this might sound like bitching, this is not normal. So when I got my position, Ruth went back and took all that shit and tried to make sense of it, right? Put a timeline together. It's how we came to understand some of what happened in the past. But I don't remember seeing anything about what you're talking about. And maybe something was written down, but probably not.
Well, I can run you through it.
Please.
So This was probably coming up on a year ago. And one day I meet Edgar for the first time, face to face up in Toledo. Then that following night, I come out of the courthouse. I get in a car and I start driving, and an armored, like, four-door vehicle, all blacked out, follows me. And he pulls up to me and he just tells me to follow him. And he, like, takes me down to some fucking area by the water. And he goes to tell me that I'm going to do work for him. And if I don't, he's going to kill CJ. And he explains that, you know, he's a very high level threat. He knows.
Was this a long time ago?
Yes. This is like a very long time ago. Like I said, it's probably coming up on a year, if not a year and some change. So what I was tasked with was I had to spy on Edgar to see if he was leaking any information about the Faceless. So I did that. They really wanted to make sure information about the nukes weren't getting out. And this is before, like, anyone.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. I am so mad because I want to put this into perspective that we only knew rumor of there being access to nukes, and what you just told me is like how do I put this? Like, hearing rumors of them having nukes made us worried about it, but to hear you say you were directly told to look into this means that it adds some credence. Oh my God, this is so fucking... Oh my God. Hold on, proof. There is no report. Okay, maybe it was called something. Like, because when I look at Skipper, when was this? Like last year?
Yeah, it definitely, like, if not, it's coming up on a year very soon. I don't recall the exact time.
God. Oh, what the fuck? Were you arrested when this happened?
No, I wasn't.
Give me a second. Let me... Brother. Okay, here we go. Faceless timeline. By the way, Ruth did all this. She literally recreated through going through
probably
everything.
Some change.
A year and some change. Okay. Looking through it now.
Because Cyprus split, Thanksgiving of 2024.
No. Yeah. No, there is... If there was something involving you telling the police anything, we don't know about it.
What?
No. The most I know is old, just bullshit reports about and statements about you and CJ and Edgar being faceless. And even that was, like, very vague.
CJ was never faceless.
I believe you, right? But yeah, our reports only go back to like January 2024. I mean, there's some older stuff. It's hard to explain how bad it was, right? You have to understand. Look, it's shitty because the truth makes it sound like I'm just dogging on the PD.
Me in an interrogation.
When I search Skipper, there is nothing.
Oh my God! Do you think they deleted it?
I don't know if it was... I wouldn't say it's deleted because I've... let me see. the problem is, remember how I told you how PD nowadays is like having a bunch of like just random shit just all over the place?
Yeah.
That includes, imagine those pages, like your page title for your interrogation, if let's say if it was even done, could have been called poo poo pee pee, right? So we have no way to find it because who's going to look at that report? Who's going to know what's inside it? It just says poo poo pee pee.
That makes sense.
We used to, like, there's one called pizza. Like, to give you an idea, that's a report title. It's just called pizza. So if you looked at that, you'd be like, oh, what is it? You have to open the fucking thing up. Fuck. Okay. Okay. So let me see. Cypress, drive-by, Jeb shot, pizza, bunch of evidence. Wait, this is 2026. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, wait, it's not searching. Hold on one second. Okay, it doesn't matter. What's done is done. I'd love to hear from your POV what happened. So, you were saying?
So I was tasked to spy on Edgar essentially and gather intel to make sure he wasn't leaking information. Well, he was, and he was speaking about how they had these nukes, and I think he said something like he saw videos of it and shit. So then I report back to the blue guy, tell him what happened. By the way, this is like a lot of my dealings was directly with the blue man.
What?
Yeah, I've had several conversations with him.
Up until then, do you mind if I record this? Just for only Ruth and I will listen to this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here we go. So, CJ is not face. It is January 17th, 2026, 12:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Breaking news: CJ was never faceless. Skipper did work for them.
Yes.
And around Thanksgiving of 2024, this following story occurs. Go ahead.
From the top?
Sure.
What?
Sure.
I meet Edgar for the first time up in Pluto. That following evening, I exit the courthouse, go to my vehicle. I start it up. I look in my rear view, and there's a all blacked out SUV. It looks armored. That starts following me, pulls up alongside me, and tells me to follow him. Takes me down to a beach location out by the water. He tells me that I'm going to do work for him. I'm going to spy on Edgar, and if I don't, he's going to kill CJ. He wanted to see if Edgar was leaking any information about the Faceless. See if there was any serious talks, which later developed to trying to find if he's leaking information about nukes. And I did what he asked. Most of my dealings were directly with the blue man. Charlie wasn't even a thought at this time. I've never even seen Charlie during this time. So what went south for me is I did the work for the Faceless and the blue man, and well, I ended up getting roped into telling Edgar what I did, and the Faceless did not like that. This was after I reported back to him about the information that Edgar was leaking, which he was leaking information about nukes and stuff. And I got my first card preceding this. It was a blue card. I was told that there's 3 series of cards you receive: blue, red, and black. Blue card being your warning, red card being death is coming, and black card meaning it's over. Well, I always kept my blue card on my person, and I was arrested one evening after some shenanigans with my friends, and we were having a good time, hyped up on drugs, the vibes. And I get brought into questioning about the card that I have on my person. I can't recall who the officer was who did the questioning, but I remember she was BCSO and she had short, like pink hair. I can't recall who it was though. Um, I get brought into interrogation. They asked me about the card. They
Was it
asked me what
Aaliyah?
who?
Aaliyah Court?
Mm, does not ring a bell.
Hmm.
So interrogation, they're asking me, what this card means. Do I work for the Faceless? End up revealing some information. I reveal, I did work for the Faceless, what I had to do for the Faceless.
I mean, you wouldn't have known, right? Like, I mean, I
What do you
imagine this
mean?
started before New Babylon, right? This is back in
Oh,
Cyprus.
yeah.
Were you in, I don't, I think anyone that, like, initially worked for, the Faceless, you know, I don't think anyone could have reasonably expected things to get to where they are, right? So,
I do agree. I mean, even when I first started, all my dealings were directly with the Blue Man. I never dealt with Charlie. I talked directly to the boss several times. So I got interrogated. Um, and in a few days, the Blue Man called me to the echelon. He sat me down and he spoke to me about his usual spiel about loyalty and, you know, he went on this real big thing about drowning and the feeling of drowning and how they could easily kill the people that cross them, stuff of that nature. And he
yeah.
gets up out of his desk and he goes behind his office. He pulls out a file and he reads it to me. It says, like, Skipper Jones on the front of the file. And he starts reading the transcript word for word that I had in the interrogation. And he proceeds to tell me that the feeling of drowning is not one that most enjoy. And I leave that day. I thought I was going to die after he read that to me, but some time later, I get another anonymous ping, and it's
Where
at
were
the
you?
Vinewood.
Go ahead.
What'd you
Sorry.
say?
No, go ahead. You were just about to say, actually.
It was at the Vinewood Bowl. I get the ping. There was a vehicle there. Um, I get on the trunk, and there's a red card. Now I get the red card out of the back of the vehicle. I walk away from the vehicle, and the vehicle explodes. Now, at this point, I was receiving phone calls from, again, the Blue Man, and he would describe the location, the people that I was with. He would inform me that he has a sniper trained right at us. Um, and he used to do this pretty often to remind me that, my time will come. And then things kind of just slowed down. I felt like they forgot about me. I think in recent events with, me trying to solo the Faceless and getting shot down, Charlie, came over me and shit talking me and reminded me that there's no stopping them and to read the blue billboards again. But I don't know. I don't know if they still want to kill me. All the Faceless assets know about me, as prior ones have all told me how they know about the interrogation and shit. So
Mm. How long ago, and when did that, like, up to the point that you said so far, how long ago was that?
like when they last stopped like calling me and
Yeah.
making threats, that was probably like 7 to 8 months ago now.
Skipper, what the fuck you know what? Okay, end recording here. I'm gonna put this shit on recording. What the fuck are we gonna do?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying, you saw what just happened, right?
Yeah.
Brother, what you just told me was huge. I mean, even just a little bit. It may not seem like a lot, but trust me when I say that every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's like sucked the fucking all the cum out of Mr. Blue's fucking dick, like gets fucked by him. I don't know why I'm making all these sexual references. They come to the PD for help, and then they quite literally will just kill the PD. Same people on the same shit every time. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if it's the besties. It doesn't matter if it's Edgar. It doesn't matter. They're all just fucking street gang, low IQ thugs. I mean, they look at the fucking Faceless like a fucking bank truck. And because they can't crack it open or figure out what buttons to push, like to open the fucking back of the thing, they just get confused. And when they get confused, they get angry. But there's something different with a handful of others, you being one of them. And there are others, right? I'm not trying to generalize. Maybe I'm just kind of raging a little. But how do you defeat an entity when everyone that should be against them and is against them is so like fractured? You know what I mean? I want you to consider that one, you seeing what you did and Sab calling me today, quite literally, and I want to put this into perspective, I could not have shot Charlie or Mr. Blue today, right? Would that have been the expectation by the majority, right? Who are now just against it? Yes.
If they don't see the bigger picture, sure.
Exactly. Because shooting him would be short term. He would get back up. All of SASM would be disbanded. And then it'd be over.
495 status.
Ocean King.
Okay, thank you.
But me and another marshal seeing him being able to confirm his voice, seeing those things, we now can quite literally throw that man in cuffs. You've probably heard about this like enemy of the state act, right? A lot of people have it confused, mostly because the moment we had it pass, people are losing their minds. Like that dumbass, what's her name? She's in Romanov's gang.
I don't really know him.
Remedy Creed.
Oh, Remedy. Okay. Yeah.
Brother, she fucking lost her mind over it. She's like, you know, and we almost lost our ability. The biggest weapon we had against terrorism, almost thrown out. Didn't happen. We then spent months and weeks in this to finally get the Faceless marked as enemy of the state. It wasn't easy. It was a fucking huge document that like Root spent countless hours putting together. Because you have to imagine this. We have to go to the justices and present like evidence, right? They're not going to just be like go in there and you start talking gangsta or start just yapping. Like, no, it was a huge thing. But that was for the organization. We've only recently gotten to the point where we're now moving on Charlie. Like, I want you to put that in perspective. Shit moves slow because even though I know who Charlie is and we have an idea how he is, we only had photographs, right?
Yeah,
we only had text messages.
Yeah.
I've only now seen him a handful of times, right? And even then, and I want you to put this into perspective, the man that the besties unmasked is probably Charlie. How do we know it was Charlie? How do we know it wasn't a double? I mean, I told you yesterday we captured someone thinking it was one of the assault guys, and it turned out to be ex-Darkstone, right?
Yeah.
But in that moment, we didn't know. That's proof right there. You don't know what you're dealing with. My point here is, after what you guys did, we can quite literally put out a warrant for Mr. Blue's apprehension. I and it may not, like, I don't know. It's, for me, I don't know if I'm explaining that well. Like, what y'all did today is insanely big. Because I can now claim that the person I spoke to, the man that matches the description of Mr. Blue and sounds like the very person that had arranged my stabbing was who he is, we can now quite literally arrest him. We couldn't up until now. Up until now, Mr. Blue could have walked into Mission Row PD and we couldn't do shit. I mean, we could detain him and ask him questions.
You know what's insane? Back in the day, he used to just walk around the city. I would like be down in Cyprus, and this guy would just show up on the sidewalk and like come talk to me.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, he was very casual back then. Remember once I met him in a train station and I explained to him that, you know, Sab was marked and yeah, I had to get chewed out by him because he didn't know who the fuck Sab was. But Sab thought he was marked because he saw a blue card. So he thought he got marked. Meanwhile, the Faceless had no fucking idea who Sab was and looked like a fucking asshole.
I don't know. Yeah. So much has changed.
Yeah, they are like way, way different from when I used to deal with them. So I would just go to the fucking house and it'd just be me and the blue man in there.
You know, I need to see if Ruth's around tomorrow morning. I'm gonna let her know everything. We gotta. What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, I think we know what's next. I think they're going to start shutting down the banks.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking for.
And here's the problem, Brian.
Hmm.
These people are aware. We've been having people not coming to us to sell gold. They've been holding on to gold.
What do you mean holding on to it? Where?
Like
Wait, they give you gold?
Yeah, you know, it's like a trade, you know.
Oh. I thought you were digging gold this entire time.
No,
You're
brother.
getting the gold from the banks?
It's bartering.
No, but they're getting it from this theft.
Ooh.
Like these guys, when they rob the Fleeca banks and take all the gold off the fucking shit, that's what. Look, I don't give a fuck if you guys are like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not interested. Listen, look, let me be just very frank with you. All right. The obsession over New Babylon, and y'all, like, with all due respect, don't take this the wrong way. Y'all ain't breaking away from the state at any point. I could roll through and fucking destroy you guys. You know what I mean? I mean, it's true.
Kill two, actually.
Listen, I call up Daddy, you know? I'm like, yo, Daddy Coyle, what's up? What up, Governor? Yo, I need some tanks. All right? Yo, these motherfucking, like, you know, Stone Edge motherfuckers.
We got Daddy Lang, though.
Daddy Lang, what's he going to do? But give you a fucking 2 snipers? What are you going to do when the tanks roll through?
You just wait. You're going to put Sab to work.
Bitch, I went to war with Sanguine as a sergeant. All right?
You won.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I called the governor. I'm like, listen, dog, like, these motherfuckers trying to, like, and then I call up Uncle Soze. I'm like, yo, these guys fucking with your constitution again. Remember what happened last time? They're like, what? Oh, wait, we're going to bring the tanks in, just roll your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I'm not, like, I'm just, my point is, like, I'm not afraid.
But we got Sab with a suicide vest on. Just so you know.
Okay, and then what happens when
Larry knocks you in the head? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna, like, once he blows up, now what? Okay, cool. You took out 2 tanks. Great.
This guy, Sab, just wants to die a martyr. He wants to be a hero. That's his problem. He just wants to be a fucking hero in his own story.
Yeah, what the fuck is... Yeah. I feel like he's trying to, like... I mean, listen, all right? At least he brings comedy in the you know, in it all.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I can just imagine a for Babylon.
Front and back. This guy double straps up on his bomb. He ain't fucking around.
No, but my where I was trying to go with this is like, I in some way sympathize, having seen everything, why y'all do what you did, right? Like, I mean, shit, things have been deteriorating for God knows how long, right? Even when I was in LSPD, BCS, the moment you go into the city, it's just fucking chaos. Like, every fucking block. Like, you don't even... Back in the day, gangs used to have to, like, you know, put their fucking sprays up. Now you can't turn a corner and there's not some, like, you know... The fucking mayor has a fucking mask.
That shit pisses me off.
Like, what the fuck?
That shit pisses me off. That drives me insane.
Like, the next mayor is probably going to be wearing, like, some kind of gang, like fucking bandana. Like, it's just the city fell a year ago. I mean, in some ways, maybe that's why I did something I didn't ever think I'd ever do, which is I went to Blaine County. Now, you may not know much about me, but I was LSPD till I died. Now, I was a trooper at one point. It's a little different, right? Like, I went to BCSO because I could not stand going to every corner and just hearing, yo, what's up, dude? Yo, dude, I'm gonna fucking clap your cheeks, bro. And we ain't talking about a good time either, you know? And so, I mean, look, it's not, you know, outside of senior buns on occasion, where the fuck are the people I'm serving and protecting? I'm protecting gangs from killing themselves. Like, what the fucking life is that? Right? I don't know where I was going with this. I was literally just drawing, like...
Well, we were talking about what's next.
What's next? Yeah.
It seems like some of these guys are in the know that fucking something's happening because they're starting to hold on to their gold now.
I will tell you, look, I've already been worried. Wait, like, so how many days? Because I think I know why.
It's just been recently, so the past couple days.
Like 3 days?
Maybe 2-3 days, yeah.
Sounds like when I spoke to the mayor about a concern that I might have. I'm not talking about Dawn. Fuck, man. You know, I'm telling you.
Hydra?
Listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say it straight. All right. The fuck is the point? I've been concerned about the very thing that you're saying, but it's not like 100%. You know, like part of my job is I have to go to the mayor and be like, hey, I'm worried this could happen, right? Like there's a non-zero chance, like 10%, because I've been worried about this for 2 months, but some shit happened that has me more worried I'm right. You get what I'm saying? And so I went to the mayor and I've told the other one, but guess what? None of this happened. But for the first time, I went and told my concern to the other fucking mayor, and now you're telling me everyone's freaking out?
Oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't not tell the mayor this, but if it's just going to get out there, right? Like, that's kind of a security issue. I mean, I get it too, right? He's got to get people to worry, but if he's, I don't know. I don't necessarily blame him. I mean, he's no different than most others.
Is he with the manor?
He was, he is and isn't. I mean, listen, motherfucker would have went down a while ago, but I went to BCSO. He was their clean guy. We know this. He can claim otherwise all he wants, but I quite literally witnessed him go into one of these properties and also witnessed the same house, guns going in and out. Still owns about 7 or 8 of them. I mean, whether they're clean or not, who knows? But the problem is that I don't know. It's I'll paint it like this, Skipper, right? I always say that people work for the Faceless, but the majority work indirectly for them. Because I do believe that, say Denzel, right? I'm not trying to dog on the guy. It's just the position he's in. Is that I believe that he probably does have very negative feelings about them, but he probably has friends, like, you know, people that are close to him that are Faceless. And so indirectly, he'll be telling him, like, you know, indirectly, he may be helping by simply helping them. I'll give you an example. You know Leon Edwards?
Yes, very well.
Do you know who his sister is?
No, actually.
Do you know about Leon Edwards allegedly being the guy that leaked all the Faceless stuff, even though it was Brandon?
Really?
Brandon Valentino quite literally connected all the dots for us. Like all the shit that would have taken us months to gather. He showed us his tablet with missions going all the way back to a transport at Humane Labs. Things that we had only hypothesized and he confirmed, right? Imagine a railroad track with a couple broken sections.
Right.
He may have only given us a couple pieces, but those pieces are all we needed to complete the track.
Oh my God.
So in his mind, he didn't say anything. The reality is he did. But it doesn't matter, right? But the thing is that I believe that they convinced themselves Frank, Nora, and Leon were it, but they weren't.
Mm.
And so Leon was kidnapped by SK, the members of the Manor, Andre Tyson, a bunch of others. And this isn't some like sensitive information. Like this is information that I want to put out in the public, quite frankly. But Leon was marked as a snitch. It's a common thing that the Faceless do, right? When they feel like they're exposed and people start to doubt them, they'll take the weakest link, mark them as a snitch, and get rid of them. And given that they're surrounding themselves by a bunch of too big gangbangers, those gangbangers are satisfied because they're convinced the leak is closed. Does that kind of make sense? It's like a form of control.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
So Leon gets executed, dumped. We save him as he's bleeding out. He gets put into ICU. His sister is Remedy Creed. Remedy Creed is in Ray Romanoff's crew.
Mm.
I want you to imagine that.
Oh my God.
So Ray Romanoff, who does everything for the Faceless, his gang member is Remedy Creed, whose brother is Leon Edwards, the guy working against the Faceless.
Oh my God.
And it's
What
not,
did she give a fuck about it?
I confronted her. I asked her, I'm like, she's like, oh my God, poor Leon, my brother. She fucking got him out of, somehow, oh, it gets worse. Leon Edwards was in our custody, Marshal Protective Custody. And some dumb fucks at the hospital, which is a whole different fucking set of worms, were preventing us from protecting people as marshals in their hospital. I had to go to fucking Derek Shaw about it. They tried to prevent me from arresting Faceless assets in the hospital or protecting them. They wanted to they wanted to circumvent it. I kid you not. It turned into so much drama. They're like, you can't arrest. Yeah, fucking Stacy and Legs. They both like had a tantrum in the hospital because we were going to arrest Steve for bombing the observatory. No, not the observatory. Something else. Something that happened prior to that. And they're like, you can't arrest him here. What are you doing? And they were like losing their mind. I was like screaming at them like, I'm going to quite literally take over the hospital. And then they got so mad at that. They were like, Brian's going to take over the hospital. Oh my God, what a bad guy. I'm like, you fucking dumb fucks. We're fucking need to arrest someone and you're refusing our ability to arrest. Like, what do you think's going to happen next? Common sense goes out the fucking window.
Oh my God.
Now things have been sort of resolved since then, but it was it's fucking. We eventually arrested him. Eventually, we got things sorted with Derek and there's a lot of good. They're not bad people, mind you. It's just they're just misinformed, right? But a week goes by, and we get notified that Leon Edwards was released by one of their interns and he didn't tell anyone. And I'm supposed to sit back and be like, oh yeah, that must have been an accident. No, they accidentally let him go, quote unquote. I don't even know if Leon Edwards is alive. Like, they could have fucking massacred him. What makes more sense? His sister works for the Faceless. Leon Edwards is supposed to be an enemy. So, which one is it? Like, what do you think happened?
Wait, so you think... Wait. His sister got him out early?
His sister went crying to an intern, and they let her transfer his body He didn't even wake up.
Wait, how did they allow that?
I don't know. The intern, quote unquote, just let it happen.
So another
and
fucking asset.
I don't know. Possibly.
Brother, who else is gonna release a fucking body like that to the? That just doesn't make sense.
No. So, like, do we trust her to love her brother, or trust her to love her gang members and their relationship with the Faceless? Which is it? Who knows? Listen, I've overheard one of your court cases. All right. I've seen maybe your security's kind of shit, but y'all got a more functioning society than we do on the outside sometimes. That's what it feels like.
I don't know how true that is. Luciano runs our militia, so
Isn't that the same as the security?
yeah, it's basically what is our security.
Listen, you got Luciano, I got McNulty. It's I get it. Have you seen what those two do? Their little doggy kitty cat thing?
Excuse me?
But you haven't seen this?
Doggy kitty cat?
I don't know. I came to ask about aliens, and I saw Luciano and McNulty doing this, like, McNulty started purring and Luciano started giving him his milk.
What the fuck?
I
Why were you coming to ask about aliens?
because of the aliens.
Did you not meet Yog yet?
I don't know. Luciano told me he's selling DVDs and pimping out aliens.
I don't think Luciano's doing that.
Some alien came and tried to sell herself. He tried to pimp an alien to us while we were there.
Fuck.
Wait, did you wake up like later?
No.
I swear on everything this happened. Did you not see the photo of that one alien sucking off Luciano?
There was a photo?
Yeah. I wish I was making this up.
No, I know you
I thought this was like a known thing.
No, I know you aren't. That's the sad part is I know you aren't.
Yo, we found our new best friend, chat.
Now I got to make sure he doesn't go near Yog.
How does Yog look like?
Oh, he is very distinct. He's probably like half our size.
No, that was the one sucking him off.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I think I have the photo, actually. Who sent it to me?
Wait, he was sucking off Yog.
No, the alien was sucking him off.
Oh. Yog likes to like glorp his shit.
Yes, that's what he was saying. He said that he glorps
like,
me.
He was
used
also
that
like
word.
super heavy into brain rot now, so he's fucked.
If I find the photo, I'll send it to you. I received it like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Anyways. Well, Skipper, this is a good conversation. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask. Obviously, there are certain lines, but they can always be navigated when necessary.
I'm just glad, you know, we were able to speak since last time, and I'm not dead yet. So.
Yeah. Yep. Jesus fuck.
One day I will, though. Lang will probably shoot my fucking head clean off.
Well. Yeah. Well. All right. You stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Feel better, brother.
495, heading back to the station.
Copy that.
Just letting the both of you know, the PC for a warrant surrounding Raymond Romanov should be complete. If you guys want to take a peek.
Ooh, good shit.
3OL review.
Oh yeah, he was probably one of the ones that executed Leo Edwards. No, Edward Leon or whatever the